Okay, let's do this. So, I really like this color and I want to see what it looks like. That is such a pretty color. I'm just going to keep watering it down to see what it turns into. When you get to this point, it's almost like watercolor. I think that will be maybe a wash. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Wash for gouache. Yeah. And using acrylic wash for the wash so that once it's dry, it will not be reactivated. This paper is already starting to warp. I wonder if I should be taping it down. Important questions. I hope this color covers up well and she's not stuck looking like Avatar. I think I should take this down. I'm sure it will all work out. Alrighty. Oh, I'm so nervous. Okay, I'm just gonna start painting. This is practice. I need to stop overthinking it. Right? Okay. Doing something. I don't know what we're doing, but we're doing something. Oh, definitely can't reactivate that. Tried and it failed. Let's just go here. I like this. Oh, yes, I like this. I like this a lot, and I like this flat brush. Do I just want to do like that? I don't know if I should do that right there, but I did it. Base coat. Oh, that was a lot of water. I wonder if I should have made that base coat the same blue. Put a little purple here while we're here. Letting it dry. So time to bring in some warmer colors. I'm going to use this red. So I am mixing normal gouache and acrylic gouache. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that, but here we are. And I'm going to try to bring in a little bit of this red. Let's just not mix it and just put it on there. Is her mouth crooked? Should have done her eyebrows that purple as well. I like this purple hair. Wow, I might keep that purple hair. Quite like it. Yep, I too. Got so much of this pink, I kind of want to use a little bit of it. Just cause. Make that black. So far, no issues mixing in the white, which is normal gouache, and with the, that's way too much white, acrylic gouache. So far, no issues. Even though now I just really kind of screwed that up, so we'll see. Way too much white. Like, what were you thinking? And kind of just erase it in theory. Oh, wow, it's mixing a little bit with the acrylic gouache, I think, which is weird and unexpected. I just was like, oh yeah, no issues. Oh, I love working with things that you can just tap away your problems. Ooh, that's a pretty color. I also need to hit her fingers still. Mix some of my skin tone in with it. Yes! Let's just get a little red in there. Like that. Oh, maybe I want to do sharp lines like that. Oh, wow, this is bad. That just got bad real quick. I have to paint over that. Yeah, but it's okay, because working in layers, Basically just outlining her fingers in this green, which I'm starting to dislike more and more. You gotta keep putting it literally everywhere. That's ugly. Oh, I am concerned. He's starting to look a mess. Ooh, it's mixing. This is about to get muddy real fast if I don't like start being more careful. Can I put that on her cheeks? Heck yeah, I can. This is a great study, however it turns out to look. This is a great practice session for sure. And then just good practice with a different color palette. I don't use these types of colors super often, so this is great. That water makes a huge difference, and it doesn't make it less opaque, really. It's really cool. With watercolor, the moment you dip it in some water, it's gonna really thin it out. But with this gouache, it almost like emboldens it. Cool stuff, cool stuff. Okay, are we bold enough to put it right here by her eyes? Of course we are. We do everything. We are bold enough for everything. Ooh, that made her look fierce. She's not coming to play with y'all children. Gotta bring more of that blue in this area because. Ooh, that's a pretty effect. Just kind of off the side like that. Her ear. This ear, sis, is higher than that ear. That's not your fault, that's mine. So let's see, I got a little red still on my palette. Let's see if I can raise. Ah, that was freaking simple. Like this, y'all. Like that, y'all. So dipping in black now. I don't want to completely get rid of that gorgeous purple though. I love that purple. Okay, so I think I'm gonna call this a night and pick up tomorrow. Alright, picking back up where we left off the next day. So I think that I want her earrings to be white or to be the same color as the paper. So I'm going to use this washi tape. I'm not good at washi tape. Boom. And I'm getting more accustomed to this flat brush too. Pros of just, you know, not giving up and just continuing to work with new mediums, new brushes, new tools, new everything is, you know, of course it's going to be more difficult in the beginning, but as you kind of do it more, you'll get the hang of it and you'll discover something that you really like. If I'd given up on this gouache the moment after it wasn't working the way I was expecting it to, then I definitely would not be experiencing the joy that I'm feeling now from working with a super cool medium. And now I am about to I think I'm going to try wetting the paper first and then putting paint on top to see what happens. So now I have a very watered brush in this wash. Oh shit. Dripped a bit. Okay, so let's try it out. So this is what I mean when I say that this gouache can act a whole lot like watercolor. Like you can't even tell the difference right now between watercolor and this gouache. I don't actually know, I don't have a plan for the background at this moment. I'm kind of just, ooh, I like that, playing around with the colors. This is it puddling. So this, the reason this is so dark is because it's puddling in this little dip in my paper. So I kind of want to make that look more natural. So I'm going to kind of spread it out like that. But there's a dip in my paper. My paper is wavy right here too. So that's why it's looking in some places more, look, that's why it's like just moving down like that, because there's a dip in my paper, which is why it goes back to I should have taped my paper down before I got started, you know what I'm saying? So let's see how this washi tape holds up, you know? So this is just like pooling in this dip, and I hate that. I'm starting to not like this background. Maybe I should just not think about it and just keep going. Okay. So let's add a little speckle in her eye. And I'm just going off looking at my picture while I'm doing this to see what the picture shows. I probably could be doing this with my flat brush to make it kind of consistent. So let me change brushes. Again, I'm looking at my reference photo, which is here, to kind of see where these white highlights are. Alright, now we're about to do this hair, honey, and finish that background, and then we gonna be done, basically, I think. I say with not that much confidence. So I'm going to try to stay consistent with my small flat brush. So as you see in this picture, there's this hair that's kind of stuck to her face in this wavy pattern across her face. That's quite gorgeous. I'm about to try to do that. About to try to accomplish that. About to try to accomplish that. Let's do a teeny tiny small brush. I'm not going to use my flat brush. I changed my mind. I lied. Okay. It was not a mistake. It was a lie. Screw it. We got this. So now it's going to, sometimes I like to phantom draw it first just so I can get the shape down. I know how I want this to end, so I'm going to go ahead and draw the ending and then connect. That was fun to do. I'm excited for that part. Freestyling the wispies a little bit. I think it's looking good. Do I know it's looking good? No. Can I see that she has a lot of wispies over here? It's kind of messier over here. So now let's work on these eyebrows. I'm a little nervous, but nothing great ever gets accomplished without a little nerves. Now whether these eyebrows are great will be up for you to decide, but I quite like them. She's looking bold! Yes! I'm liking this. Okay. Going better than expected. I promise, like, these little tiny details make such a big difference at the end. Like, these little tiny details with your tiny brush. It just really brings things together and makes things pop. This painting is so awesome. I'm just so happy. I'm scared I'm going to mess the tattoos up and then just kind of ruin the picture. Okay, you know what? We're going to stop overthinking this and we're just going to do it because it doesn't matter that much. Alright, not awful. Time to let this dry and then I'll do that. This is day 3 of painting my beautiful gouache portrait. So I'm about to finish this up, starting with the background. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of this peacock blue in the middle of this stripe and then smear it, because I think that may look cool. So let's see. So what I'm going to do is put some white on my palette and put a little extra water in there so it's nice and wet. That's what she said. Dip my brush in it, obviously, and then just going to tap it on my hand like this to make it splatter on my picture. And that is how you can do splatter. I've done it with watercolor all the time and with acrylic paint all the time. Never done it with gouache, but I'm sure it's pretty much the same thing. So I don't want to go overboard with it. I'm gonna just do a little bit at first and see how I like it. I'm just kind of wiping it off on the places that I don't really want it to be. And then when I just kind of fling the brush, it makes a different kind of splatter effect, but still splatter, which is cool. Time to fill out her earrings. I'm kind of through with this picture because I'm happy with it, and like sometimes if you just keep on working on something after you're happy with it, you'll just like mess it up. So I definitely don't want to overwork this piece. Feeling good about it is a good thing. So I need to just kind of get to the stopping point. Slim it down a bit. Let's do it. So this is quite beautiful. A couple of spots that'll need touching up right here, here, and here. But other than those 3 spots, this is looking really good. Now I'm going to use a little white to touch up some spots right here. This is gorgeous. This is pretty cool of a picture. There she is. Time to sign that name. I'm going to sign it in red, since that's been my little pop accent color. I don't know, I used it so much at this point, it's not really an accent color, but whatever. That's my color.